Hi, this is Michael here, and for Activity 2, Technology Enhanced Instruction, I had the opportunity to interview several teachers about technology and their use. Here are some of the questions that I used in helping guide the conversation and getting a better understanding of what some of these teachers are doing in integrating technology to better help our students learn and progress and to help them open up more so. The interviews varied from PE teacher, English teacher, science teacher, and math. And the questions that I used to start as recommended in the class were about 10 to help guide it. First one was talking about the school rules of the high school that I'm at in not having cell phones unless permitted, and then talking about if the teachers ever use cell phones in class for any activities. Are there any apps or programs that they've used in the last 2 to 3 years that have come out in that time period? What are the advantages and disadvantages of technology in the classroom? What technology that these teachers have personally, and have you ever used a video camera to record yourself, something that was discussed here in the activity resources, so I thought it'd be interesting to ask them about that and how they've used technology for themselves. And then if you could buy technology, what would you get and why? And then the last two questions that I helped guide were how frequently do you use technology in the classroom, and if they would be willing to share a lesson plan with me where they've integrated technology. So I wrote up a kind of a summary of my experiences and their responses. And in the first part, cell phones can be a distraction. They can create issues for these kids. But like one teacher said, they've had kids pull them out to look up a question or to verify a topic. Things where it seems appropriate. The math and English teachers, they've used computers daily for writing and different lesson plans and helping students work on the subject matter of those classes. So another one of the apps that I talked with some of the teachers, and that was discussed here in the activity forum, was Flipgrid. And it was interesting to hear and see teachers talk about how it was an app where students were really opening up because they're talking to a camera, selfie generation, versus responding directly to a teacher. And that was interesting to hear because I had learned about it already, and then it was talked about in the 6 tech tools to try in 2018 as activity resources. And then one of the final thoughts on that I had was I liked how in the activity resource, one of the teachers said how for the deaf students it was a great opportunity for them to use the first language rather than having to type something out in English, which is their second language. So teachers talked about how the technology has helped them be a better facilitator in having programs where they can go around and easily see responses from students. One just talked about how simply grading a test, being able to hold up a test bubble sheet in front of a computer now, and how that has changed the game as far as making things easier and less time consuming for teachers. So these teachers, they didn't talk about using technology for recording themselves, but just talked about how they've just gone off of those who have evaluated, but they were open and seemed like it would be a beneficial thing to do. And that's something that I've wanted to do now, is be able to set a camera up and see how I do as a teacher. And yeah, this is basically my summary of it. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.